What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. I bet everyone's excited. Hopefully it was payday for you. I know it was for me. And I'm somewhat excited because bills are getting paid. And also a little excited because I'll have a couple dollars to play with. Just a couple dollars after bills, but it's okay. We'll take what we can get, am I right? Anyway, happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to another crypto coverage stream we're going to have here. Hex Slams, what's going up with the first? What's going on, man? Chosen One, what's up? Let's see. Rick, how's it going? Hex says, going to hang in here while I cook dinner listening. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Skydive, how's it going? Tito, what's up? El Bosch, welcome back. Glad to see you again. Listen to this guy's words of wisdom. I appreciate that. And hope everybody's doing good. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. I'm expecting we'll have a couple more people pile in, so I'll kind of start us off slow here so we don't get too far ahead, just in case. But don't forget, hit that like button, guys. That's the biggest thing you can do to help support the channel as we get started, because that will tell the YouTube algorithm to send more people that are looking for cryptocurrency coverage to this live stream. And then from that, we all get to benefit from everybody's questions. More to talk about. Kind of works out in everybody's favor. So smash that button if you haven't. I do appreciate it. Only takes a second. So here's what I want to talk about, guys. No clickbait. You know, the usual. Bitcoin's forming a cup and handle, okay? And on my mobile device, and it should have been charted out here, to be honest, but I've had this line. Yeah, it should be here. Let me see if I can get Weeble to show what I charted out here a while ago. Do I need to go to the weekly? Sometimes it only shows your drawings on the time frame that you drew them on. Yeah, I don't... Let me try and log in. Hang on. Maybe if I log in, it'll give me back my drawing here. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. So as you can see here, if we go to the daily time frame, weeks ago, weeks ago. So when we were sitting right here, this was on September the 6th. So actually this was 2 months ago. This is when I drew this white thing that you see right here. And this was just my prediction of what the price movement was going to do. At the same time, we also drew these boxes, okay? So if we just take a moment to observe. Breezy. That sounds very familiar. Very, very familiar. What did the shorts look like today? Let's take a look. How's it going, Shuba? All right, so basically, guys, what I want to look at is this white line. Let me change the color so it stands out a little more. There we go. So if you can see this orange line right here, this is what my prediction was as far as the price movement and how in general it was going to go. So we got this far. We had gotten to here. I expected a pullback to the EMAs, the main levels of support right here. You can see we had three EMAs right here, the 50, the 100, and the 200, running parallel to, horizontally to a sideways line of support that was already there just based off the candles. It was perfect as a bottom out spot here for a bounce. So then I expected we trade sideways here just like we did, and then we just see another continuation. See this little cup and handle type situation we've got going there? It was kind of like a repeat of this. Take off. Just like that. And that's exactly what we saw, okay? Now, mental refresher. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Much needed. Yeah. So, what we saw right here, okay? What we saw right here is now the formation of what's potentially a cup and handle. And here's what I want to do. I'm going to move this line out of the way. Let's just move this out of the way. And take a look at this price action right here for what it is. And what we can do, just for the sake of demonstration, is just Google cup and handle and look at some of the diagrams. Some of the first things you see here that explains the bullish continuation pattern known as the cup and handle. All right, let's look at just the first one that pops up. Why not? This is just for anyone that's not super familiar. Obviously, I know what this is, okay? But as you can see from this photo, this is what a cup and handle is. You see a move up, and then we pull back but in the pullback, it kind of like forms the bottom of a cup, like a cup here, or like the bottom of a bowl. We round out. So yes, we do sell off, but then we hold. It's very controlled. We hold. People don't panic sell, and we don't dump. We just get some selling off. Then we start finding support. You can see we start to stop selling off and start trading sideways. Then people get more confident, and then we start to see a reversal back to the upside, right back to where we came from. And then you usually see one more pullback as people that didn't take profit here take profit here. But as long as this holds at this point and still doesn't dump, this is when people just say, okay, well, from here, we didn't sell off to here, right? We came right back. So that being said, if we can hold one more time, now we're making higher lows, as you can see here and here, which means we're probably going to do a continuation up. And that's kind of the concept of the cup and handle here. And then once we finish right here at this support, this next move up usually is the breakout. All right. So why am I showing you that? Well, now this starts to look exactly like this, if you can tell. And maybe we'll even go to the 4-hour time frame here. This really is looking exactly like that. We're getting a very clear cup and handle formation here. Now, what I always say is you've got to keep in mind the fact that news can really change the outcome of anything. So even though from a technical analysis standpoint, things look amazing and perfect, and like we're seeing the cup and handle formation here, so we should move up, please keep in mind, if any bad news drops over this next couple days before this can finish out its formation, we could see Bitcoin just, end up dumping instead. Technical analysis must always be combined with fundamental analysis and social sentiment, checking the news. One of those things is not going to make you right. All right. So doing technical analysis only is not going to, you're probably going to be wrong. You got to consider everything. But as long as we are not stopped by the news or anything social, anything like that, fundamentally stopped from a technical perspective, this is where we're sitting. Now, the reason I think this is even more important is because we've got some extremely bullish predictions coming through. So if you've been following Plan B, 100 trillion USD on Twitter, he's got over 1.5 million followers right now. All right. And his prediction is consistently that we are going to be at least $100,000 by the end of December. And his actual expectations that he thinks we're still on track for is that we're going to hit $98,000. And I'm scrolling to look for that specific tweet, that we're going to hit $98,000 by the end of November. Here it is. Some people think November close 96 at 98K is too big of a jump. It is 60% from the current level. Yes, that's a big jump, but Bitcoin has done this many times before. And then he showed how this happened in the past. All right. It's happened many times. There's been months in May 2019, 62% jump. August 2017, 66. In November 2013, there was a 451% jump. In March 2013, 181. Bitcoin has made plenty of 60+% moves. So basically, even though it looks like we're sitting here a little low, sitting right now at 64K compared to the price target, which is 94 or 98 rather, right at the top of this purple box I drew. Even though it seems far off, Bitcoin's done it plenty of times in the past, so there's no reason to expect that it's impossible for it to do it again. It's done it over 5 times before, so why is it suddenly impossible? All right. On top of that, if you then consider the fact that we're forming the cup and handle, which is a bullish breakout pattern, then things really start to look good. And now let me go ahead, just in case you're not seeing the cup and handle, and I will use the poly line here on Webull. Webull, by the way, is the broker that I use. If you like a referral link, it is in the description. You'll see right there towards the middle, it says referral links for free stocks with Webull or Robinhood. Just click that link, you'll find it. All right, and then you can get 1 or 2 free stocks, whatever in the world promotion they're running right now. But it's very good charting software. It's free to use, so I do recommend. Anyway, let's go ahead and draw this out. Here's the cup and handle. We'll just start from... let's just start from here. Doesn't really matter. You see the big move up, then the pullback, but it was not a dump. It was gradual, and then we started to hold, and then we start to move back up, and then right at about where resistance is, we did shoot above it with a couple wicks, but that doesn't matter. Then we get the pullback here, and the pullback is pretty gradual as well, and it's holding, and it's still looking relatively bullish. Then what ends up happening next is then you get the continuation back up and beyond. So this is next steps. If this cup and handle pattern does continue to play out and there's no bad news to hold Bitcoin back, we are on track still to rocket up into at least 70,000. I'm not going to give a price target. I think if you're looking for a price target, it probably makes more sense to just listen to what Plan B is saying, honestly, because he's got a whole lot more like fundamentals factored in regarding the technical analysis. A lot of different things like circulating supply, the halvings, and all of that stuff. I'm looking at the chart here and I'm saying what's obvious, which is that everyone's expecting us to hit 100K. We can probably hit 100K. It's not impossible, okay? But looking for a specific number at a certain time, he is predicting 98K by the end of November and then 135K by the end of December. And here's his next targets right here, okay? Just so you can see. So we'll say that's our goal. That's where we'd like to be. This cup and handle formation is going to propel us there very quickly if it does play out. So what do we need to look for in order to know that the cup and handle is in fact a cup and handle and we're not getting faked out? Well, really, generally on a cup and handle pattern, what you want to see is the pullback here on the handle part. This is the cup. This is the handle, the last pullback before takeoff. You don't usually want to see the handle be too deep. If the handle's down here at the cup area's support, so let's just say if we end up at 60,000 on the daily time frame, closing at 60K, or even down here at this level of support, going back to 58,000, if we end up closing a day at one of those levels, the pullback is a little too deep. And really, I would say the pullback is too deep if we go under 60 and we end up going to 58 and touching this level of support. At that point, I'd be very concerned. Now, worst case scenario, we could still cup and handle here if we do hit 60. But like I said, going under 60 is not going to be a good look. What's going to happen is people that see the cup and handle as well, they're going to lose some of their faith in it because it looks like we're losing momentum. All right. So this worst case scenario right there, and then a takeoff. We should not be going under 60,000. If we do, I would be concerned and consider that the pattern could be breaking. But if we can hang out here, kind of above 62 and not go under 62,000, and then we can start moving back up here, back towards 69, and then head to 70. Cup and handle confirmed, breakout confirmed. We're probably going to see some really nice moves up. You can see here, this is my short-term price targets. Just me personally, I'm thinking 70 to 80,000 is going to be really easy to hit. The 80 to 100,000 is going to be a little more difficult to hit, but we are going to get there. It's just a matter of when. And once we get in this purple box, this is about when we're going to start seeing not just Bitcoin moving, but some of these altcoins moving as well. Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Ethereum, and whatever else in the market. This is when we're really going to start to see the slingshot start to kick in, somewhere in this purple area. Right, and so that's why I also included them in the title, because as you can see, if we take a look at Dogecoin really quick, Dogecoin's hanging out and it's doing just fine. No, it's not doing the cup and handle like Bitcoin is, but it is still sitting above the 200 EMA. It's on the bullish side of it, which is the top side, which means it is primed and ready for a move. There's nothing holding Dogecoin down except it's waiting for a reason to move. Right now, there hasn't been too much of a reason. We saw a little bit of movement off the 1.14.5 update, but now we're waiting for Elon Musk to do the Doge for Tesla announcement, which is coming soon. And then we're also waiting for Robinhood wallets, which also should be coming from the latest information we have. Q1 of 2022 is what Robinhood has released last. So kind of before April, sometime in between January and March, we can expect to see Robinhood wallets. So that's going to be massive. And I expect Dogecoin for Tesla to happen Q4 of this year. So hopefully by January 1st. All right. Now, if we look at Shiba Inu, which I wanted to do a couple days ago, but I forgot. Shiba Inu is probably, just to be honest, doing the worst of the coins, but it's doing okay. Now, the good thing here, and I drew this out, actually, I think it was before even this pullback happened. We were up here. Shiba Inu, all right, it already did its hype run. It already got that out of its system. We got a pullback. We got a second chance to sell here. We got a pullback, and now this was kind of like a third chance to sell. The thing here is if you're more of a long-term holder for SHIB, the good news is that we held support at 45, which was actually the top wick of this candle right here as well. And we held, you can see rejection wicks here, and then we bounced again, rejection wick here. And actually in the formation that's making higher lows as it goes horizontally. So there is potential that this stalls out sideways a little longer. These EMAs, as that happens, get time to catch up and they move up and help provide additional support, and then SHIB makes another move. There is potential for that. But at this point, I would have already made my decision of whether or not I was going to hold long term. I think buying in at this moment is just a little bit awkward. The buy area was kind of in the box, especially once we hit this spot here, because that was, these bounces were the 200 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. That's the discount buy. When you're up here, you're at a weird spot where shorts are probably considering going short, because now you're at resistances here. They're above you and you're near them. So that's a quick TA. Let me read a couple more comments. Yeah, it is good to take those breaks. I've been trying to stream now instead of 5 days a week when there's not a whole lot going on, like doing a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and taking Tuesday and Thursday off. And so far, it's been working out pretty well. So hopefully you guys are enjoying just the less frequent but higher quality streams. Work slow. Think I can chill here for a while. Cool. What's going on, Travis? Glad you caught me live. It's been a minute. Glad to see you, man. To infinity and beyond, yes. So guys, go ahead, feel free to ask any questions that you have for me now. That was kind of the main thing I wanted to talk about here. Bitcoin is cup and handling right now. It is forming the formation, and that is a buy signal. Okay, now if we take a look at Ethereum just to see how it's doing here, you could see that, let's do the daily time frame. Ethereum already kind of did its cup and handle right here, and this is what I'm talking about. It's usually what happens. You get the pullback, the move up, the pullback, and the big takeoff. If we look closer, Ethereum's just been grinding up, and I did say this is going to continue to happen going into 2022, because we're going to get closer to Ethereum 2, and Ethereum is just continuously getting more and more use, more and more exposure, getting more popular with the NFT market and everything that's spreading like wildfire right now, and that's the hype, the craze. So Ethereum's not slowing down. It's going to keep going. We're going to see Ethereum $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 very, very soon over the next couple months. So each time Bitcoin moves up, Ethereum just takes even more market cap here. All right. The dog is not doing very much right now. The dog, the old Dogerino, is just sitting here at about 26 cents waiting for something to happen, like the Incredibles kid on the tricycle. We'll see what ends up happening, though. I think once Bitcoin gets above that 70 to 80,000 mark, then we're going to start to see Doge, Ethereum, ADA, and all those guys really move. Speaking of Cardano, Cardano is still sitting at a good value, 205. That's about where it was a couple days ago. Still in the buy zone for me. Anything under 210 and really under $2 is a buy for me. And we know it has potential. It already hit 310, so easy 50% gain opportunity buying that early. Let's see. I did get some negative news about Bitcoin, by the way, regarding an ETF being declined for them. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, but there was that. Here's some very good news from Bitcoin Magazine. Just in, AMC Theaters is now accepting Bitcoin for online payments. That is absolutely huge. That also tells us, since they did the poll, asking what other cryptos that they should accept, because we know they said Bitcoin, Litecoin, all these others, that Dogecoin should be coming very soon, and that could create some movement. All right. And let's go ahead and see if there's any way that we can just kind of check this out for ourselves. AMC Theaters. And let's just see if we can like get tickets and okay, let's try the 8:30. Just pick a seat. Adult. I just want to see if it gives us the option right here. All right. right. It's going to be 21 bucks. Google PayPal supports cryptocurrencies. Let's see what this does. Let me do it off screen in case it shows anything personal. Well, maybe that is the thing here. I don't know. Hopefully, whatever their integration is a little bit easier to use than that. You shouldn't really have any questions. You should just get there, be able to do it. But the CEO said, big newsflash has promised many new ways to pay now. We probably now accept, drumroll please, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, also Apple Pay, Google Pay, and PayPal. Dogecoin next. So here you go. That is straight from the CEO himself. Dogecoin is next. Let me go ahead and retweet this. I haven't seen anyone else talking about this quite yet, so let's see. All right, so that's really good news. Feel free, if you follow me on Twitter, which is at 2020 Tech Reviews, by the way, if you want my handle and want to follow me, at 2020 Tech Reviews 2020. Go ahead, find this tweet and retweet it. That's really good news to spread. I don't see anybody really talking about that, but yeah, 11 hours ago, he did tweet this. They are now accepting Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin, and Dogecoin next is what he says. That is a big catalyst for Doge. All right. So there is that. But yeah, crypto's doing just fine. The thing I would like to see though is the cryptocurrency payments not being wrapped up under things like PayPal and you know, all of that. I want to see direct to company cryptocurrency payment. They give you a QR code. They say, send this amount to this wallet address to complete your payment, and then it goes through and they accept the crypto directly. I don't like these like middlemen solutions, like using PayPal and all of that. That really defeats the whole purpose of paying with cryptocurrency, by the way. We use a decentralized method of payment, and then we go through a centralized middleman. What's the point? So I still feel very strongly about that. That's why in the past I made it very clear I don't like PayPal crypto. It's good, it's better than nothing. But PayPal solutions, BitPay solution, crypto.com with using the crypto credit cards that all they do is they let you pay with your cryptocurrency, but then they convert them to US dollars to pay the merchant in USD. Like, those really defeat the purpose of paying in crypto. It's supposed to be I take crypto from my wallet and I send crypto to your wallet as payment, not I take crypto from my wallet, convert it to cash, and then pay you in cash. Doesn't make sense. So I think this is good, but I think it could be better. This may not move the needle since if they're going to just do everything through PayPal, because once PayPal is good with accepting Dogecoin, I didn't know that they did, but once that's live on PayPal, then technically they can accept Dogecoin too, and then whatever other cryptocurrency that PayPal lets you pay with. What I would like to see again is native cryptocurrency payment. And it's the same way that Coinbase Commerce lets you make payments. I don't know if you've seen a checkout being done with Coinbase Commerce, but let me just show you the difference. Right? Hang on. Because it's a very significant difference. I'm going to give you an actual example. Don't forget, guys, drop any questions below. All right. So let's say you're going to check out and buy some merch from my shop. All right. Because this is the easiest, fastest way I can figure out how to show you this. This is not just a plug. Okay. So using Coinbase Commerce, it's like, all right, you're going to check out here. $19.99 is going to be your total. What kind of cryptocurrency do you want to pay with? So I'm going to pick Dogecoin. And then here you go. It says total amount of Doge that you need to send to make the $19.99 payment right here. So you can copy that amount, send it from your wallet to this address. You know, it says send payment. To make a payment, send payment by using the QR code below. So you can literally open your wallet, click send, scan the QR code, and tell it how much Doge to send. And then it waits, it gets the payment, and then it says payment confirmed. You're good to go. It's that simple. That's how paying with cryptocurrency is supposed to be. Not having to use PayPal and then PayPal do the whole conversion thing for you. That is a way for companies to make it seem like, hey guys, as a marketing tactic, we're accepting crypto, but that's just to make you feel good, because at the end of the day, we're not actually pocketing it as crypto. We're just taking cash. But you could feel like you're using crypto and get all those warm and fuzzy feelings and come to our business and feel good about doing it. That's the difference. And that will not move the needle, in my opinion. What's going on, Mickey V? Big whale buy this morning. Yeah, there's been a lot of activity. Bitcoin SEC status. What about it? I heard something about ETF getting rejected, but I did not get any more info yet. So let's see. Okay, here it is. The SEC rejected a proposal for an ETF that would directly hold Bitcoin. That is a bit problematic. And this is the kind of news, by the way, because I saw in our Discord group, someone did post the article. I didn't get a chance to read it, though. This is the kind of news that I'm saying could hold back technical analysis. From a technical perspective, Bitcoin is set to take off and rocket. All right, we've got the cup and handle. We've got Bitcoin now being accepted by AMC as a method of payment, all of that. But then at the same time, we've got some negative news. We've got this, where the SEC declines an ETF that would directly hold Bitcoin because they feel it's too risky or too early. That's the kind of thing that can counter technicals. So if you don't have the full picture, you'll be sitting here all-inning at the wrong point, and then the market will crash, and you'll be like, oh, what in the world's going on? Why aren't we at $100,000 yet? This can't be true. The market's rigged. It comes down to research at the end of the day. All right. They said the commission has consistently required that the listing exchange have a comprehensive surveillance sharing agreement with a regulated market of significant size related to Bitcoin, or demonstrate that other means to prevent fraudulent and manipulative acts and practices are sufficient. The listing exchange has not met that requirement. So they just don't think it's safe enough, and they think it's too hard, it's too easy to manipulate, and so it's not going to happen until they get that figured out. Needs more regulation. That's going to be a problem. If we want real institutional investment into Bitcoin, that's really going to continue to make that market cap rise and snowball. There's a lot of institutional investors that are still a little uncomfortable, just like the SEC is, with the fact that things are not extremely regulated quite yet. You go into the stock market, there's all kinds, there's halts to keep things from getting out of control all the time. Whenever a great percentage move happens in too little of a time, they halt the stock market. There's all these different safeguards in place. There's day trading rules for PDT, for beginners to not get wrecked, and all this stuff. In crypto, it's just fair game. If you have an account, you can do anything. If you've got the smarts too, you can end up trading $1 million with $1,000, or with $10,000. So using leverage, and it is nuts. So I'm not surprised, to be honest. I'm not surprised, but it's a little unfortunate. Let's see, Mana TA. Let me see where I can get Mana's charts. Might have to flip over to trading view here. All right. Mana looks pretty decent. Let's see. October 31. Mana looks fine. I mean, 260 was the real value buy spot, and now we're a little extended here at 320. My problem is if you eliminate this, and I don't know much about mana, so I don't know why it's moving like this. So keep that in mind. All right, this is simply technicals. The thing that concerns me is if you pretend like this doesn't exist, this candle, all right, and you get rid of maybe, let's just say these three, where these wicks are, because the body's closed way down here. So if I'm just to draw a horizontal line here, if it will let me. Where did my, I really don't use this very often. I typically use, wasn't it like H or something? T? Was it Alt T? This will work. So if you just take a look here, if I pretend like this doesn't exist, those highs that quickly got rejected, and I just look at where that line is, where the bodies of the candles are and lower, what you can see here comparatively is that we are just at about resistance, because that level was about 360, 350 to 360 right here, and we're already back up in that territory. So I'm concerned that we may be buying a little bit high, but at the same time, not having done a lot of research on it, I don't know if it's primed to take off based off some news, so there's another catalyst coming soon or not, or if this is just a bounce. I don't know that, because I know nothing about mana yet. All right, but I do see here that there were about 2 strong touches here of support, and here, I mean, this would be kind of considered like a double bottom scenario with a big rejection wick before it took off. So it looks like a strong move up, and we did here, I mean, we made it also a higher high than we did here. So from a technical perspective, it looks strong, but I don't know anything about it to know if it should continue or not, or if it's overvalued. Either way, I do see we're getting towards the strong resistance, and you can see right here, it even got rejected pretty hard and dropped about 30 cents, which is 10%. So it could do it again. My opinion, if you know that there's some big catalyst coming that should make this go up significantly more, it's probably not a bad time to start buying. That being said, you're not at a support here. You're actually pretty high up. So I would definitely scale in, if anything. Don't just all in. I wouldn't even recommend 75%. This would probably be a 25 to 50% entry, and then wait and see what happens. If it pulls back here, then I add the rest. If it doesn't, at least I got a start and I can start making a couple bucks. But it's not a great spot for an entry, but it looks good overall. Looks good. Looks like it wants to move up, so that's positive. That's that. So yeah, guys, we've got AMC accepting Dogecoin. Coming soon, coming very soon. They just made that announcement from the CEO. They are already accepting Bitcoin via PayPal, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum. That's good news for all those cryptocurrencies. We know that we've got 1.14.5 live. All right. And now it looks like Steven Steele is actually going live here with Ross Nickel, who is the lead core dev for Dogecoin. So they'll probably be answering some questions soon. Looks like it hasn't started quite yet, so we've got some more time. But that's big. We know that, like I said, 1.14.5 is live. Transaction fees are getting reduced, so we know Dogecoin for Tesla is going to come soon. We also had the leak that showed on their website they had a method for paying with Bitcoin and then also paying with Dogecoin. So we know that it is actually in the works and it's not just all talk, and that Elon should be making the announcement soon. So plenty of things in our favor. I would say now's the time. Start loading up on your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, and your Dogecoin. Shiba Inu probably has a little bit of time to go, especially with a little bit of negative news that came from Robinhood, where they basically said they're in no rush to start adding on coins just because there's hype around them. Whatever they want to do, they want to make sure it's in the best interest of their users. And that was kind of directly in reply to, is SHIB coming to Robinhood? So that kind of statement makes me think it's not coming as soon as maybe people thought. And so Shiba Inu is probably going to be, I'm not saying it's going to crash and dump and sell off into oblivion, but it's probably going to be trading sideways or in a slight sell-off as other things get more attention, since it looks like SHIB for Robinhood is not coming quite as soon as we thought, based off the initial email leak that all the hype started from, because Robinhood kind of shut down the hype about 2 days ago. So you can find that on Twitter if you haven't seen it quite yet. It is there. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it for the stream today. Hopefully I gave you guys some good info. I won't be live tomorrow or Sunday unless something crazy happens, but I will be back on Monday. So if you want to catch the next update on cryptocurrency, all things crypto, go ahead, click that subscribe button to make sure that you don't miss it. And if you could also click the like button for the algorithm, that does help this stream get noticed by other people so they can watch the playback later today. All right, guys, well, have a great evening. I'm going to head out, and hopefully you guys have a fun weekend.